Hey there, everybody. Hi, my name is Josh, and welcome to another SWTOR video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the last of my beta footage. I fully intended on having this video up much sooner than this, but I have been battling a cold and sickness and the ick. So, rather than record a video and sound like this all the time, I thought I would wait till I got a bit better. So here we are. Starting out, we'll be taking a look at the Trooper. This is a ship that the Trooper gets when you complete the Coruscant quest, so I'll just go over what's going to be in this video while you take a look at the pretty images of the ship. I was in the last beta weekend, and I really wanted to get a look at the Trooper and how it worked, especially with the healing. I'd contemplated whether or not I wanted to go with tanking, which is what I usually do, or healing. And healing as a trooper with a gun sounded a lot more interesting to me, so I'll go over that a bit later. There's going to be space battles, there's going to be the romance, there's going to be a bit of everything, a bit of travel, so that is what this video is going to be about.
I hope you eat properly while away from the shipmaster. Perhaps I should create non-perishable meals to send with you.
I love the droid. He's always got something witty to say. Coming in, here's the cargo hold in the trooper ship. Right there is essentially your bank that you can store all your crap in, and my inventory is full, pretty much like it is in every single game I play. My wife can attest to that. There's the escape pod. It takes you down to the planet that you are by. And here's the engine room, which right now I'm assuming there will be a companion or something like that that will be in there later on. I just don't have it yet. Right now I'm only level 16. Here's medical bay. Pretty standard stuff. 2 medical beds. There's your holo terminal. I'll just walk past. I do have Eric Jorgen, and he's eternally checking weapons to make sure that they're not bad or something like that. But he's just always in there. This is the crew quarters. I have seen some videos where people have multiple companions, and there's a companion that will be in the crew quarters. Makes sense. Here is the briefing room, where you can click on the intercom and you can call companions that maybe have quests for you and stuff like that. Call them and speak to them all together like a big family. Here is your room, the bed. I thought that there would be some sort of extra storage space in your bedroom, but there isn't, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, whatever. And this is the bridge, which is, this is the cool part. So you can sit down in all the chairs and stuff like that, look out the window, and see the space and the stars and everything. But the galaxy map is really what I love about this game. And you can see all the different, I guess, for lack of a better term, but quadrants or something like that. But you have your core worlds, you have the outer rim, you have the Hutt space, you have the Empire space. Core worlds, you've got, your Coruscant, your Alderaan, your Tython. And as you click on a planet, you see it zooms in. You see a little bit about the planet, how much it costs to get there, and then you can travel there. So really cool and intuitive, I think. There's a space battle, which I'll show you in a minute. Little brief mission, I guess, briefing there. There is an actual cutscene where you can go and you'll get a mission in your quest log, but I'll go over that in a minute. And this is Ilum, which is actually the level 50 planet that you'll do when you're at max level, and you can travel to whatever planet you want to go to at any level, which I thought was awesome. It doesn't restrict you because I'm only level 16. I can go to the level 50 planet and choose to get the living crap kicked out of me if I wanted to. There was a space battle mission There's one as soon as you get your ship.
Welcome back, Master. If you
But I
detect
will
the aroma
go
of
over that in a
Alderanian
minute.
nectar, I program
Here we're
the
going to go down to the planet, and
enzyme.
there's going to be a little fly around because I thought that this planet was one of the coolest planets. It does remind me a lot of Hoth, but it's kind of more edgy and kind of, to put it in something that some other people might know, but I would equate this to like the Hellfire Peninsula, but frozen, from World of Warcraft, if people are familiar with that. So I come out of the trooper area, and that's another thing, is that all of your starships are phased to specific areas that only your class can go to. I do believe that other people, when they're partied with you, can go there with you, but I'm not sure about multiple people of the same class type, so I don't know if you could go into your ship with 2 troopers. But here is Ilum, and forgive the light glitches, because beta is beta, even though the game's live now. This is Ilum, level 50 world, and the cool thing is that I already have all of the travel routes.
Be safe out there.
So I have all the flight paths starting out, and it's just a gorgeous planet. I mean, I love snow, and it's a snowy planet. It's very Fortress of Solitude, like very Superman's Fortress of Solitude. So I tried to click on some of the mobs that were nearby, but I couldn't get them in time because you go so quickly on the speeder bike. There you got like a little biodome thing going on, and then there's little mobs around, and then there's guards, and they're fighting each other, and ruins, and it's just a really cool place. And so you got the Empire and the rebels fighting as you head into your base through a cave, and the engines on my speeder bike cut out, but I'm still going anyways. That's the beauty of the beta. Your bike can fall apart on you, but you can keep going. At first I thought those blue lights in the sky were maybe like meteors, and then I saw the big one, and then I heard the blaster fire, and it's really awesome cannons. It's huge cannons. It's the big blaster cannons. I'm sorry, I've been playing a ton of Skyrim, so I'm gonna slip into that voice without warning, so apologies in advance. But here it is. I thought that the sky, it just looks awesome. The architecture is really cool, and the ice and rock formations, very Superman Fortress of Solitude like. It's just a really, really cool place to hang out. But here we have the first space battle.
Flight Commander Juden, sir. I've heard all about Havoc Squad, and it's an honor. Afraid there's bad news from open space. The Imperial Armada is attacking Republic assets in secret, goading us into violating the Treaty of Coruscant.
What's the Treaty of Coruscant?
Oh,
The
taste
peace
the
agreement
Treaty of
between the
Coruscant.
Republic and the Empire. Our scraps with the Imps need to stay away from major worlds, for now. Fleet Admiral Newman has authorized the formation of the Coruscant Aegis, an elite attack squadron meant to break the Imperial offensive swiftly and quietly. If you're interested, I'd say you're more than qualified to join the squadron.
I would be honored to fly with the Coruscant Aegis.
Of course they would.
Glad to hear it, sir. Your call sign will be Meteor, just the name for a member of Havoc Squad.
Really?
Every member of the Coruscant Aegis will strike independently across the galaxy. I'll upload your mission data to your ship.
Thank you.
Silence the Imperial threat. and guard the Republic well.
So, -1 to BioWare for coming up with the call sign Meteor for a Starship pilot. But, you know, whatever. I guess it's better than Red 5. So you go to your map, your galaxy map, and go to the space battle, hit travel now. And I did have to do this twice because I forgot that when I was recording it that it wasn't recording the cursor. I had the cursor turned off, so this was actually a ton of fun, and I would love to see if it would be possible to level purely through doing space battles, but there's a lot of cool story too, so you'd be missing out on a lot. But here, you right click to target turrets on ships to shoot your missiles. And I realized I had a very limited supply when I first did this, so I was just like, yeah, blowing shit up, shooting my missiles. But it is a very on-rails thing. If you have ever played Rebel Assault, which I did, and I loved that game, this is very much like Rebel Assault, where you just have your cursor and you move around and you shoot and you shoot and you shoot, and you avoid meteors and crap that's flying by. But here it's an escort mission, so I gotta try and kill everything before it can kill our friend here. But when you complete the missions, when you complete the escort quests, or space battles rather, you can get rewards that will let you upgrade your ship. And the first time you do this mission, you get one that lets you get an armor upgrade, I believe. It's just really cool because it's like your player housing, but you can use your player housing to go and fight and do missions and get experience and rewards and commendations, and it's just really cool. And if you had nothing to do, or if you were bored, you know, go do a space battle. It's, you know, it's a lot of fun, and you have the bonus missions just like everywhere else where you have to kill a number of interceptors. Make sure that everything stays alive that's supposed to stay alive. There's a bunch of them throughout the galaxy. It's just a good bit of fun. Can't see him. Stay on target. Sorry. Just echoes of that end scene from A New Hope. So yeah, you see the objective there on the left. It's that ship that we need to get him into. You know, it is pretty easy. Right now, I mean, this is the first one, so I imagine it will be a little bit more difficult and the damage will be a little higher.
Not good.
It's fun, and it's quick, and I did try and shoot friendly targets to see what would happen, but, you know, they didn't scream at me. But there you go off to hyperspace. Going to hyperspace. And you get your commendation, and you get, the first time you do it, this is my second time, the first time you do it, you get a token that lets you trade in or buy an upgrade from the upgrade vendors at any of the major cities and stuff like that. But here is the RP event, I guess, for Hammer Station, the second Flashpoint.
Republic Emergency Response Corps Secure Hollow Frequency Polaris. The crisis on the Outer Rim requires immediate intervention. The adverse hegemony have obtained a Republic battle station and are using it for acts of aggressive expansion, conquering entire star systems.
I've never heard of this group. What are they after?
They're a xenophobic political faction seeking to expand. Until now, they've been a containable threat. During the last war, Republic scientists developed a mobile battle station codenamed Hammer. It bombarded planetary surfaces using asteroids as weapons. Hammer Station was indiscriminately destructive. The project was cancelled and its prototype ordered destroyed. We don't know how the Adversary Hegemony now possesses it.
We'll solve that mystery later. The point is, that station could level whole cities.
The planet Skeen resisted the Hegemony's demands to surrender. Hammer Station reduced its capital city to ashes 2 hours ago. A direct fleet assault would be suicide. Shields are useless against asteroid strikes. The station can target and destroy large vessels easily. But an assault shuttle could evade the asteroids and deliver a commando team to destroy Hammer Station from the inside. We just need volunteers.
You came to the right soldier. I specialize in storming enemy fortresses.
All I ask is that you come back in one piece.
Oh, hell nice.
Destroying the station is your main objective, but we need to know how the Hegemony obtained it. Any data you recover could prove useful. Hammer Station has just entered orbit above Selukami and demanded its surrender. Your assault shuttle is standing by.
Thank you.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. This is the little opening video for when you first fly into Hammer Station. Again, very creative with the names. Call sign Meteor, Hammer Station. But this is going to be what I was really looking forward to. This last beta weekend was to get a look at how the trooper heals in a group. Right there you see I use an ability and I just shoot a green beam into the tank. And I'll go over real quick what really is kind of how they heal. And the trooper is an interesting class where, and actually right here real quick, really overpowered ability here when you have multiple troopers. It's just so awesome because that knocks everything down. You just completely demolish that group of mobs. But anyways, you have multiple types of ammo or cells, ammo cells, and one of them adds elemental damage to your attacks. Another is for what I would assume would be PvP because it does armor pen for your attacks, so yay for everyone who loved armor pen in WoW before they took it away. But then the third one, which is really cool, and it's kind of a mix of multiple things from multiple games, but it gives you healing abilities. And you already have your remote droid that heals your medical droids, and you know that's the number one ability on my hotbar that you can see right there. Leveling up, that's one of the very first abilities that you have, and it's just your regular shoot, and you know I can use that to deal damage. But this also turns it into a heal, where I shoot a green beam that is modified based on my tech power. And I thought that that was a really, really cool mechanic where I can use an ability for damaging and healing. And as you can see in a second, that's not limited to... It's not one or the other. I can do both, it's just it won't hit for as much. See right there. I just use the ability to deal damage and then, you know, turn around and I can use it to heal, which I think is amazing and one of the things that I really, really like about trooper healing. But the way it works is that that ability that shoots the green beam, whether I use it for damage or healing, generates ammo charges, and I have to use ammo to do any special abilities, any special shots, use my medical droids. I have two of them right now. One has a cooldown, but heals for a little bit more and takes a little longer to cast. And the other one is just my quick heal. I can use it, you know, as long as I have ammo charges. Kind of the cool thing is about the trooper is that I still have plenty of crowd control with my cryo grenades and my regular grenade, which on most mobs it makes them kind of stagger, like, oh my god, I got a grenade on me, what the hell, for a little bit. And I have my defensive cooldown with my shield, but really when it comes to being a healing trooper, it's all about managing your ammo charges. Sorry, which takes a little getting used to, especially starting out, and it's actually really difficult And this is the second instance in the game, which is, you know, a huge jump up in difficulty from the SLEs. I mean, night and day in terms of difficulty. And that was rezzing. Really cool res. You know, you're not just standing there waving your hands around. But really, the crux of healing as a trooper is in managing your ammo charges, like I said. So your regular shot, or what would essentially be your auto shot, kind of similar to an auto attack, it grants you a charge of ammo, which, in my opinion, I think it should grant a little more than a charge, since everything costs more than one charge. But the cool thing is that I'm spec'd into this ability that generates supercharged cells. And you see that it's my second buff. It's just kind of building up the stack. And every time I use that heal that I'm using right now, the green beam, it generates charges of that. But when I use my regular medical healing droid, it also generates, I think it generates 6 charges of that at a time. And that button that I have set to 4 right now uses all the charges and increases my healing. And then based on what ability I want to use, it might reduce the ammo cost of my cryo grenade, or my full auto shoots faster, or reduces the amount of charges it takes to use those. But the cool thing is that when I use it, my big healing ability, I'm gonna call it a spell, because not a spell, my big healing ability, which I just popped right there, has no cooldown, so I can just spam it all day with increased healing. And the other thing that it does is it increases the healing of Kolto Bomb, which unfortunately I didn't have enough time to level up enough to get that. But it's essentially, I throw a bomb and I heal your faces, you know. It's the AoE heal, and if I had had that a little sooner, it would have made this go much easier. And here's the point where the game got extremely laggy. Beta is beta, so I tried a bunch of things to stop myself from lagging, but rather than have you go through the rest of the video looking like it's a stop motion video, I waited until we got to the boss, reloaded, and the first boss is actually kind of an insane fight, and definitely very difficult to heal if you don't know how the fight goes. Oh, also, my title, I got that from doing the first space battle, so I used that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Flyboy. So this first boss fight is really an adds fight with some spike damage on random targets, or at least it's supposed to be random, maybe, I don't know. Currently there really isn't any way to taunt, as far as I've heard, so tanking is kind of difficult in that regards, because you don't have a quote-unquote taunt. But I try using my cryo grenade on this guy, and it doesn't actually freeze him, but pretty much any other mob other than a boss type mob will get frozen. But here, the troopers popped a damage reduction cooldown. I'm channeling my healing in there, my gradual healing. The cool thing about that heal is, yes, you can use it while you're on the move, which does help with mobility a bit, but and that's another one of my favorite abilities that I just use, is AoE knockback. So you got a lot of tools at your disposal as a trooper that really make a big difference. But here, the ads just started coming and coming and coming and coming. Eventually, we all got overwhelmed, and I just couldn't heal everyone. I mean, granted, everyone's a bit spread out, and maybe there's some avoidable damage that people were taking, but this is our first time in here.
Targeting systems locked.
here, I popped myself cooldown way later. I should have popped it beforehand rather than waiting and trying to heal myself, but, you know, still getting used to the game, so sorry. Noobing it up for a bit there. But things start looking pretty good, and then we get this next wave of ads, and I do start lagging a bit, but it's because we just got so many ads, and there's like 10 of them up at the same time, and we just start getting the living crap kicked out of us, and I'm like, I can't heal everybody! So, having Kolto Bomb here would have been really nice. I could have said, group up, and then, you know, just blown everyone up with healing goodness, but that just wasn't happening. But anyways, that's a kind of a quick look at Hammer Station. I would have liked to have gotten the whole run recorded, but anytime I recorded after this, it was lagging my system out because, you know, beta is as beta does. But healing as a trooper is a ton of fun. I really think that it's definitely got a very unique play style to it. And once you get your full toolkit, you'll be really effective as a healer and kind of support with, you know, your really awesome crowd control. So enough on the healing side. The next bit is going to be on the romances in the game. And that's actually pretty cool. Very similar to the romances in the previous BioWare games where you have the option to flirt with someone. And I flirt with a Sergeant Jaxo, and I get a quest called A Little R&R to go see her at her place again.
Hey there, Lieutenant Hero. I was hoping you'd take me up on my offer. Now that I have you all to myself, no techs watching through the armor cam, no grumpy squad members, I can finally get to know this dashing new Havoc commander.
Yeah, there's really not that much to tell.
That's not how I heard it. Word is you saw more action on Ord Mantell than most of us see in a whole tour. But let's not talk about that now. To tell the truth, I didn't bring you here to talk.
What?
Why did you ask me here then?
You need me to spell it out? I'm interested in you, Lieutenant. Very interested.
The feeling is definitely mutual, Jaxo.
Then shut up and kiss me, sir.
Oh, damn, getting some action up in here.
Lieutenant, you keep on like this and I might have to take a liking to you.
See that you do, Sergeant.
I'll take that as an order, sir. I'd better not keep you here any longer, or Garza will have me surveilling hut bathhouses for weeks for holding you up. Be safe out there, Lieutenant. And keep in touch.
So this is the last look at the Star Wars The Old Republic beta. Pre-orders have already gone live. But like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos in the future. And have a nice day.